contrasting yarn marker, just because in a project like this, an amigurumi toy, or any type of project, you could be making a pumpkin for the fall festival in your house, or you can make ornaments for your tree or eggs for your Easter projects, things like that. Anytime you're doing that and you're making an amigurumi type toy, you're going to be moving this particular marker a lot. So you can choose to use a plastic marker that locks in and things like that, or don't use it and not lock it. It doesn't really matter as long as you have some type of marker that shows you where you are at the end of each round. So in this particular round, we want to make sure that we're going to increase twice. So we're going to do two. We're going to do increase in each one of these single crochets around. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go inside the 2 loops of the single crochet, and we're going to go over top of the yarn, pull it through, make sure that these are the same tension, go under the yarn and pull through 2. We're going to do the same thing again in the same single crochet. Over the yarn, pull up a loop, under the yarn, pull through 2. Increase, we're going to put one in through the stitch, over the yarn, pull it up, under the yarn, pull through 2. Same place, in the stitch, over the yarn, pull up a loop, bring it, pull through 2. So we've got now 4 in there. And if any time that you are unsure or you're not sure whether or not you did something, in any project that you're working with, you need to make sure that you know where you are. And it's easy just to go back and look at your pattern or look at your stitching and say, oh, I do need to change that. I missed a stitch. And I've done that many times, but it's much easier to do it when you're in the process of making a round or a row than it is to have to frog back, 3 or 4 rows because you forgot to put a particular stitch in to create a pattern. So just keep that in mind when you're doing any type of project, that it's better to do and check your stitching and check to make sure you have your pattern correct as you're working up your rows. So we have now, should have 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 stitches. And now you can see that it's nice and tight, nice and taut. We're going to move the marker to the beginning of the row. In this particular row, because we want to continue to increase, we're going to do 1 cross stitch single crochet in the first, and then an increase of 2. 1 and then 2, 1 to 2 all the way around. Again, we're going to go inside the cross stitch single crochet that we just did, yarn over, hook over, yarn under, pull through 2. Now we're going to do 2, over, pull up, under, pull through 2. Oh, and see, I didn't do it right. I have to do 2 there. See how easy it is to get, I'm talking and sometimes I just can't walk and chew gum at the same time, but I do try really hard. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna go 2 here, go over, and then under 2. Do 1 here, over, under, over, under, pull up through 2, over, under. And we're going to do 1, and then we're going to do 2. 1, 2. The key here is just making sure that that first stitch that you're doing over the yarn right away, because that's what really makes the tautness that you're going to have with it. Now somewhere along the line I messed up here, but we'll go 2, 4. Let me tell you where I messed up, because it's easy to do when I'm doing a project like this. Yeah, it's there. There's 2. There's 2. Oh, there it is. This is the last one I did. I did 2 and 1 instead of the other. And that's what messed me up. You guys probably saw it and you're going, oh no, you did 2 in that one instead of 1. Well, like I said, it's easy to do. And if you just check your work, you'll find that it's easier to frog a couple stitches than it is to frog an entire row or section of a particular project that you're doing. Okay. All right, so now we've done that row. that round. We're going to move this again, and we're going to do one more where we're going to do 1, 2, and an increase, 1, 2, and an increase. And I'm just going to go through this pretty quickly, and then I will get back to you after I finish this round so we can look at how the cross stitch is now more visible than it was when the first couple rounds that we did. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, and in our next round, now that we're back, in our next round, we're going to do 3 single crochets and an increase. And we're just going to do that again. I'm going to go really slow again one more time just so you can see. We're going to go inside the stitch, over the yarn, pull up a loop, under the yarn, pull through 2. Inside the stitch, over the yarn, under the yarn, pull through 2. We're going to do that 3 times. And then we're going to do 2 in the same to increase. And we're just going to continue to do this all the way around. And at the end of doing these rounds that we've done, we should be able to see how the cross stitch single crochet is starting to really show as a cross inside your project. So finish this round and then we'll get right back to it with you. Okay, we're back. And now you should have a ring or a round figure that looks just like this. And you're starting to see the crosses that you will have in this particular look. You see how there's a cross stitch here and a cross stitch there? And it's much firmer and less holy than it would be if you did a regular project. So try this out. Let me know that you liked the video by pressing the like button and subscribe. And again, you can visit my website at www.robinscrochetcorner.com. Again, my name is Robin Gribben, and happy crocheting.